Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about garbage collection in Unit 1. So what is meant by garbage collection is, for example, now before going to garbage collection, what is going to happen in Java is objects are dynamically allocated by using new operator. So by using new operator, what we are doing is we are creating the objects. But we may not worry about how that particular objects are destroyed and how the memory released for those operations. So by using new operator, we allocate a memory, but we never bother about how that particular memory is released and how that particular objects are going to be destroyed. Why? Because in a language called as C++, this particular object dynamically allocated objects are manually deleted by using delete operator, but such kind of facility is not provided in the Java language. Java takes a different approach. What it is, it handles deallocation of objects automatically. The programmer is not to worry about how to delete the objects. So this automatic deletion of these objects is going to call as a garbage collection. Now you can understand what is garbage collection. What is garbage collection is, by using new operator, we are allocated some objects. Those objects which are not necessary, those are automatically deleted. The deletion of objects automatically is called as the concept garbage collection. Let's move to the next topic. So let's see this particular diagram. So in this particular diagram, I have two threads are there. Thread 1 and thread 2. These particular threads are referencing object 1 and object 5. But the remaining objects, object 3 and object 2 and object 4 are not at all used. So what is garbage collection is in the heap memory area. Remember, in the heap memory area, the objects which are not at all used, the objects which are not at all used are removed. So that is after garbage collection, automatically object 3 and object 2 and object 4 are removed from the memory. That is, so this is called as the garbage collection. And also in terms of graphically, I will show one image, then you can understand. See this. I have a program. In my program, I have a yellow circle. So yellow circles are the objects which are referenced by a particular main method, and I have some objects which are in blue color which are not used by my program. So that is the objects which are in that particular blue color are what we are going to, that is who are not having reference with any program. Those objects are going to remove. This particular removal is called as the garbage collection. So see here, all yellow collection objects are having some connection with the main method, but the color with the blue objects which are not having any color, so such kind of objects will be removed from the memory. It is going to called as a garbage collection. Next, see here how we can make it as a garbage collection is, for example, here I have for the student class, I have created an object called as S1, and automatically some memory is allocated for that particular S1 object and S2 object. Now by using S1 is, by making a statement S1 is equal to null, I will make S1 eligible for the garbage collector. Like that, S2 is also I made as a null, then automatically, so by assigning the null value for the object, we can make that a particular object is allowed for the garbage collector. Then automatically whatever the object which are null, which are not referenced by any particular program, those are automatically deleted by the garbage collector. So before I will explain how to write a program for garbage collector. Before that, we need to know about a method called as the finalized method. What is finalized method is, before the object is going to be destroyed, we want to do certain operations. Before the object is going to destroy, we want to do, for example, our program is having some file and we are dealing with some kind of character font. So those kind of information we need to take a backup. That is, before the object is going to destroy, we need to correct some information, or we need to do some finalized actions. To perform that particular finalized actions, how it is possible is, the garbage collector is going going to call the method called as the finalize method. So what is the finalize method is, before the garbage collector is going to destroy the object, it is going to call a method called as finalize method. Within the finalize method, we need to specify the actions what we need to perform. See this particular diagram, you can understand. First of all, the object is created, then sometime after that object is unreachable. Then automatically that particular object is added to a queue called as finalization queue. But before the object is going to garbage collected, the object is going to be finalized. Once the object is finalized, before the finalize, what we do is whatever the important things we need to do, those all things we will do it in this particular phase. After that, object is automatically reclaimed by the garbage collector. So this is for the program. So along the timeline, first of all, object is created. Once the object is not at all used, it made called as unreachable. Then automatically those unreachable objects are added to a queue called as finalization queue. Then the garbage collector come to the active phase. But before the garbage collector is going to delete it, it is called a thing called as finalize method. Here we will perform whatever the necessary things before that particular object is going to destroy. After that, object automatically reclaimed by the garbage collector. So this is what internally happens. So what is the syntax of that particular finalized method is, this is how we need to write: protected, void, finalize, and within this particular, so this is a fixed method, we cannot change the syntax. Inside this particular method body, we need to write our actions, whatever we need to perform. Let us write a program, then you can better understand how to write a program for garbage collector and how we can call the finalize. So gar, and here what I am doing is, for my class I am creating one object g1, and like that I have created one more object for my class, that is new gar. So how these particular objects are going to destroy is, if I assign g1 is equal to null, I already shown in the previous figure, automatically the object is going to be, reference will be removed. But how we can call the garbage collector is, garbage collector will be called by using a method called as system.gc. Or there is a, for example, there is a, I am removing the second object also. There is another way also how we can call the garbage collector, that is runtime dot get runtime of get runtime.gc. So this is how also we can call the garbage collector. But before the garbage collector is going to call, we need to do some actions. So for that, we need to call a method called as, just we will discuss, finalize method. So what we need to write in this particular finalize, anything, whatever the information we want to do, those operations we can write here. So here what I am doing is, I'm simply writing a simple sentence. So before the object is going to destroy, the finalize method is going to call. So we need to intimate garbage collector is called. Garbage collector is called. So just we know before the object, so garbage collector is called. And also here we have one mechanism is there. By that we can know which particular object is going to be destroyed. So for that we will simply call the this about this we discussed the previous class. What is this is, the current class object is referenced by the this particular this pointer. So already we discussed in the previous class. And also to avoid instance variable hiding, we will use the this. So we discussed about this very much in the previous classes. Now we will compile our program. It's showing some errors. So I think I forgot one brace. Now compile the program. Still showing 3 errors. Somewhere else we forgot the semicolon, where we forgot it. At 11, line number 11, it is showing. We forgot protected void, finalize. Um, 1 minute. So let us write this particular function. out. So that is the only small mistake we have done. So we need to put the method outside the main method. So now we'll explain. So she is now it is showing garbage collector is called. So why? So I'm not called the finalize method, but still I am getting garbage collector is called. How it is possible is whenever the object is destroyed, it is automatically calling that particular method. That is why we need see here. Now we are getting garbage collector is called, and the particular object is which is destroyed. That is so it is the unique code hash code of that particular object. So two objects are deleted. So this is how the program is successfully executed. This is how we can add a simple program for garbage collector. I think you understand how we can call a garbage collector is by using a simple function called as system.gc garbage collector, or otherwise you can also call by using runtime.get runtime.gc. So these are the two methods. By using that we can call garbage collector. Before the garbage collector is going to work out, automatically it is going to call the finalize. Here we need to write whatever the necessary actions, any backup of data, whatever you want to do, your actions we need to write within the finalize method. Once the finalize method executed, then automatically our methods, our objects are going to be destroyed permanently. So this is the advantage of the garbage collection. So unwanted data, whatever unused data, unreferenced data, automatically, periodically, automatically deleted by the garbage collector. So by this the particular topic is completed. I think you all of you understand. For the next coming classes, we'll discuss the next topics. Thank you very much.